Space is vast and seemingly empty. It stretches for light years, and there are only barren planets that take eons to get to. As far as we know, the Earth is the only place in the vast universe that's been conditioned for life, or so we'd think. However, our curiosity and advancements in technology have allowed us to explore the unknown and capture many new pictures and sounds. But what happens when we capture mysterious noises from the outer bounds of our universe that we just can't explain? Noises that seem to have no solid explanation, or noises which we can explain but are still some of the creepiest things you'll ever hear. Our experts have scoured the internet, searching for some of the strangest and creepiest sounds around that are truly bizarre. From strange noises that might be alien communications to large collisions in outer space, let's dive in and explore the creepiest sounds recorded in space that we can't explain. Marsquake. Compared to the Earth, Mars is extremely quiet. It's akin to being in the middle of the desert with no wind or noise whatsoever. However, that doesn't mean the planet is completely silent. NASA's InSight lander, which landed on Mars a few years ago, has a seismometer called the Seismic Experiment for Interior Structure that is able to detect faint seismic activity on the planet. In April 2019, the mission recorded its first likely Marsquake, a faint seismic signal that was recorded on the 128th Martian day of the mission. This was the first recorded trembling that appears to have come from inside the planet rather than forces above the surface, such as wind. Scientists are still analyzing the data to determine the exact cause of the signal. While this exciting event did kick off a new field of Martian seismology, the event was too small to provide solid data on the planet's interior. The surface of Mars is extremely still, allowing the seismometer to pick up even the faintest of rumbles. This is a stark contrast to Earth, where constant seismic noise from oceans and weather would drown out a signal like this. But what makes this audio so creepy is the fact that it is possibly the first time we've heard something from inside another planet, and nobody is quite sure what it is. Voyager. While this creepy recording isn't actually a real sound, it represents the data gathered by the plasma wave science instrument on board the Voyager 1 spacecraft. This graph records several months of observations from 2012 to 2013 and marks the period when scientists believe Voyager exited our solar system's heliopause. The heliopause is the boundary where the sun's solar wind meets the interstellar medium, and at this point, Voyager officially left the solar system, becoming the first human-made object to do so. For the first time, humanity was able to capture and interpret the sounds of interstellar space, a vast and mysterious place that has been dubbed the final frontier. The strange and eerie wavy lines on the graph represent the varying levels of plasma waves in this uncharted territory, adding to the intrigue and mystery of the recording. It's a testament to our curiosity and ingenuity as a species, pushing boundaries and reaching out into the unknown. The creepiest part about this audio recording, however, is that we have no idea what other sounds or phenomena could be lurking out there in the vastness of interstellar space, waiting to be discovered by future space missions. Who knows what Voyager might have really captured? Saturn Storm. This grainy and electric audio isn't from some old film or some glitchy computer system. This audio is from the surface of one of the most volatile and photogenic places in the solar system, Saturn. The audio comes from the Cassini spacecraft, which has been orbiting the gas giant since 2004. In 2006, while passing by Saturn's southern hemisphere, Cassini captured eerie radio waves that resembled the crackling of lightning. These sounds are believed to come from lightning storms deep within Saturn's atmosphere, indicating that the planet is more chaotic and active than previously thought. These storms could also contribute to the planet's iconic bands of clouds and swirling vortexes. While it may sound like a creepy horror movie soundtrack, this is the real sound of a storm on Saturn. Each of the little staticky bolts or noises heard on the recording is a lightning strike, making this ferocious storm clock in at anywhere between 6 to 10 strikes per second. All it takes is a quick comparison of this to lightning storms on Earth to realize just how intense this storm on Saturn must be. It's a strange and unsettling reminder of just how little we know about our own universe. Saturn's Rings. It's hard to imagine the pure scale of Saturn's rings, as they span many thousand miles in diameter. But what happens when a spacecraft crosses paths with these giant rings? The result is an eerie sound that was recorded by NASA's Cassini spacecraft in 2016. As Cassini crossed the plane of Saturn's rings, the radio and plasma wave science instrument recorded a static noise caused by ring particles striking the spacecraft. The rise, peak, and fall in the static are audible and visible in the data, adding to the eerie and otherworldly atmosphere. The fact that we are able to capture such a unique and rare event adds to the mysterious and creepy nature of this sound. In the data, the pops and cracks represent actual ring particles colliding with the spacecraft, providing us with an audible and visual representation of the vastness and activity of Saturn's rings. From the Earth, Saturn might just seem like another planet, but this recording shows just how strange and eerie it can be up close. There's a reason that space is one of the scariest sources of human fascination, and this sound is proof of that. Outer space music. When some NASA astronauts were on the far side of the moon many decades ago, they heard some strange sounds on their instruments. These noises were described as weird music and were clearly audible despite being out of radio contact with Earth. You hear that whistling sound? Woo, says Cernan on the recording as the strange noises play in the background. Scientists have debated whether these sounds came from an extraterrestrial source or were just radio interference between modules. But either way, the eerie noise adds to the mystery and intrigue of outer space. It's a reminder that there are still many secrets and unexplained phenomena in the vast expanse of our universe. While NASA says these sounds simply came from the communication system, the astronauts' reactions and the overall context of the situation make it all the more unsettling and mysterious. Other scientists don't believe that NASA's hypothesis is definitive and continue to explore the possibility of extraterrestrial sources. Whatever the cause may be, the outer space music recorded on the far side of the moon remains a captivating and spooky piece of space history. And now that NASA released it, everyone can listen and ponder its origin for themselves. Black hole heartbeat. How could it be possible to hear a black hole, much less for it to have a heartbeat? Well, in 2003, scientists used the Chandra X-ray Observatory to detect sound waves from a supermassive black hole located in the Perseus cluster of galaxies, created by the immense amount of energy released as the black hole devoured matter from a nearby star. When translated into sound, the data from the black hole's X-ray emissions produced an eerie, heartbeat-like pattern. It's a haunting reminder of the powerful forces at play in the universe and a testament to the amazing technology we have to capture and interpret these cosmic events. The Perseus sound waves may also provide important insights into the growth and evolution of galaxy clusters, one of the largest structures in the known universe. So while we may not actually be able to hear a black hole in the traditional sense, the recording of its heartbeat serves as a fascinating and slightly eerie reminder of the wonders that exist in our vast universe. It's also horrifying to hear this sound, because if it actually is terminating from the black hole, it makes it seem as if the black hole itself is alive. Singing Comet. There are millions of comets spread throughout the universe, but back in 2014, the European Space Agency's Rosetta spacecraft recorded a sound from a comet that left scientists baffled. The sound, which has been dubbed the Singing Comet, appears to be a low-frequency song, but it is not audible to the human ear. The frequency has been increased by a factor of around 10,000 to make it audible to us. Scientists believe the song is caused by oscillations in the comet's magnetic field. The exact mechanism is still a mystery. The fact that this comet is producing a sound that we can hear is fascinating, as it may give us clues about the comet's activity and composition. It's also eerie to think about a comet in the vastness of space creating its own music. Could this be a message from an intelligent alien civilization, or just a natural phenomenon we have yet to fully understand? While it's possible this was created by natural events, the fact of the matter is that even the smartest scientists don't know how to fully explain this strange song coming from a comet millions of miles away. Because of this, even NASA scientists are forced to accept that this is one of the creepiest sounds recorded in space that we just can't explain. Shrieking shockwaves. When you hear this recording, please recognize that this is a historic event. It's the first time that we've ever made a recording of sounds in interstellar space, said Don Gurnett, the principal investigator for the Voyager plasma wave investigation, during a press conference in 2013. The Voyager 1 spacecraft, which is exploring the final frontier beyond our solar system, captured these eerie sounds that scientists believe are caused by the vibration of plasma, or ionized gas. As the density of plasma increases with distance from the sun, the pitch of the sound also increases. This signifies a milestone for human exploration, as no other man-made object has ever traveled so far from its home planet. But what makes this recording so creepy and special? It's the fact that this recording was the first time we were able to hear a sound from interstellar space, something that we had never experienced before. And the eerie, shrieking quality of the sound adds to the mystery and excitement of this historic milestone. How are we even sure it's from solar shock waves? It's completely possible this eerie sound comes from alien life. Smoke signals. A civilization that is so advanced it could actually modulate the brightness variation of its own star, and it's not such a crazy idea. Those were the words of John Jenkins, a scientist and member of the Kepler mission, as he translated data from the Kepler spacecraft into an audio recording of a pulsating star. These smoke signals from a distant civilization are just one possibility for the unexplained changes in intensity observed in the star's pulsations, which have stumped scientists for over a century. While it may seem far-fetched, the idea of an advanced civilization manipulating its own star for communication purposes cannot be completely ruled out. The audio recording of the pulsating star is both eerie and thought-provoking, making it one of the creepiest sounds recorded in space that we still can't explain, with the most plausible explanation being a society so advanced that it can control the waves given off by its own star. This sound raises questions about the potential for life in the universe and its ability to communicate with us in ways we never thought possible. If these aliens are trying to send us smoke signals through stars, what are they trying to say? Cosmic bursts. There's always something frightening about hearing noises from outer space, but perhaps the most horrifying and bone-chilling of them all are the mysterious cosmic bursts detected by telescopes in Australia and Puerto Rico. These bursts of radio waves come from outside of our own galaxy, and scientists are still unsure of what exactly is causing them. Potential theories include evaporating black holes, merging neutron stars, and flares from neutron stars with powerful magnetic fields. However, some more daring individuals have suggested that these eerie sounds could be alien communications. Imagine being able to hear radio waves from advanced civilizations in other parts of the vast universe. It's both thrilling and unsettling. With each new burst that is detected, we are brought one step closer to unraveling the mysteries of these cosmic events. But for now, they remain one of the creepiest and most intriguing phenomena in space, leaving us all to wonder what secrets lie beyond our tiny corner of the universe. These strange noises and bursts of radio waves have no clear explanation, and while scientists believe they may be of natural causes, there's nothing ruling out the fact they might be from another civilization like ours. Alien sounds.
Director of UAP Research. NASA says the upgraded efforts will work hand in hand with other government agencies.
In 2014, aliens were still off the radar of many people, but it seems like they wanted to make their presence known. A University of North Carolina graduate student sent up a high-altitude balloon equipped with infrasound microphones about 22 miles above Earth. The microphones picked up mysterious noises, which some speculate are alien communications, but NASA has a different explanation. According to the agency, the sounds could have come from something as simple and disappointing as crashing waves or air turbulence. However, the complexity of the signal and its resemblance to the iconic X-Files intro has sparked debate among scientists and alien enthusiasts. Could these truly be sounds from otherworldly beings trying to communicate with us? While it's possible that it's a natural occurrence, it seems bizarre that it would be so similar to a sound associated with fictional alien activity on Earth. According to alien researchers, though, this just proves that the truth is out there. Whether you believe in extraterrestrial life or not, these recordings are certainly intriguing and have added to the ongoing search for evidence of life on other planets. The Sun.
The sound it picks up is too deep for humans to hear. But if you speed up 40 days recording into a few seconds, this is what you get.
The sun is the star of our solar system and the source of all life on Earth. But did you know that it also produces sound? NASA scientists have been able to capture these sounds by using extremely sensitive instruments to measure the vibrations on the sun's surface. They then speed up the frequency of these vibrations and create audible sounds that we can hear. The result is a hauntingly beautiful audio depiction of the sun's inner workings. These sounds give us a glimpse into the dynamic and ever-changing nature of the sun, as well as the processes that constantly occur within it. From the gentle hum of gas bubbles rising to the surface, to the intense rumble of solar flares, the sound of the sun is a symphony of energy and activity. This audio may not seem creepy, but it reminds us that even the most seemingly peaceful celestial objects are constantly in motion and capable of producing powerful phenomena that affect our planet. To simply imagine the sound of an object that's larger than Earth by many times and located millions of miles away is truly awe-inspiring and adds to the mystique of the sun. Bow shock. Jupiter is one of the most interesting planets in our solar system, with its swirling clouds and giant red spots, but it's also home to some eerie space sounds. As the largest planet in our solar system, Jupiter's magnetic field is also incredibly strong. This means that when the solar wind from the sun meets Jupiter's magnetic field, it gets repelled and forms a massive bow shock. This phenomenon is similar to the shock waves seen when a supersonic jet breaks the sound barrier, but on a much larger scale. NASA's Voyager spacecraft recorded the sound of passing through Jupiter's bow shock, and it is truly eerie. The sound is a low-frequency buzz that gradually fades away as the spacecraft moves through the region. This sound may seem creepy, but it's a scientific discovery that sheds light on the interaction between the solar wind and planetary magnetic fields. These creepy noises have luckily been made publicly available, something that a few moons ago would have seemed impossible. Despite this, though, it has a lot of the public on the edge of their seats. After all, it's not every day we get to hear the sound of passing through a giant planet's bow shock. Ganymede. When Ganymede, one of Jupiter's largest moons, was first observed by the Galileo spacecraft in 1996, it revealed some bizarre plasma wave observations. These recordings confirmed that Ganymede has its own magnetosphere, a region of space around a celestial body that is affected by its magnetic field. By translating the moon's interactions with Jupiter's more massive magnetosphere, scientists were able to generate spooky sounds that represent the electromagnetic energy bouncing between the two bodies. These eerie noises, captured by Galileo's plasma wave receiver, give us a glimpse into the complex and mysterious physics of Ganymede's magnetic field. According to the creepy report that was released on this subject, the sounds are almost haunting, resembling a haunting and eerie moaning. It's both unsettling and fascinating to hear these otherworldly sounds from a moon over 390 million miles away. Chirping Whistler.
Plasma Science and Technology Institute at UCLA is an umbrella organization that gathers together a number of researchers. So over 7 departments at UCLA, over 100 PhD scientists that study plasma science and technology.
A few years back in 2017, a team of researchers at the University of California, Los Angeles Large Plasma Device Laboratory developed a way to excite and image a type of plasma wave called chorus waves. These waves are routinely observed in Earth's near-space environment and play a key role in physical processes such as the formation of the Earth's Van Allen radiation belts and the pulsating aurora. However, their origin and excitation mechanisms were poorly understood until these laboratory techniques were developed. By capturing data at the precise moments that electrons group together and begin to radiate electromagnetic power, the team was able to make predictions that were later confirmed by observations from NASA's Van Allen probe's mission in space. These eerie whistling noises are a combination of sound and radio waves that have been recorded and studied in the laboratory, allowing researchers to better understand and predict these phenomena in space. The Earth is a crazy place, but space is even crazier. It's creepy to think that these mysterious noises are happening all around us in the vast expanse of the universe. Who knows what other strange and unexplainable sounds we'll uncover in the future?